And it's roll me bully boys, we're in a hurry boys, we've got a long way to go. And we'll sing and we'll dance and bid farewell to France, and it's roll me bully boys, roll. There we go.
Hi, I'm Steve Samblis.
And I'm Jim Robinson.
And this is our Icy Places instant movie review of the movie Robin Hood.
And here we are in Sherwood Forest.
In Sherwood Forest, we're actually in Sherwood Forest, and it got quieter suddenly, but that's good. They got like tweeting the birds and stuff like that. And so, and this was starring, by the way, Russell Crowe, and every other English or accented person, Australian on the planet, pretty much, right?
You've got some very talented actors in this cast. Who are just relishing the opportunity to play these iconographic characters. You've got Mark Addy as Friar Tuck, Kevin Durant as Little John, Scott Grimes as Will Scarlet, Alan Doyle as Alan Adale, and all of these guys just are irrepressibly good-humoured. So no doubt that'll come across, you know.
I thought it was a great movie. You know, the funny thing is typical of some of the movies I've been seeing lately, the title didn't really represent to what it was. I was expecting Robin Hood and the typical merry men, and I was always expecting through the whole
Swinging
movie
from the ropes and stuff like that to the trees and all that stuff, right?
Robin Hood, and it wasn't that.
Yeah, this was not your Kevin Costner Robin Hood.
I really thought this was a cross between Braveheart and Batman Begins.
The story that we're looking at is, where does this guy Robin come from?
I have much to tell you about history, about your history.
What makes Robin Hood tick? Why does he decide to help people who are downtrodden?
Watching this movie, I'm praying that there's not a sequel, not because this wasn't a great movie, because this was a great movie, but I think a sequel would just wreck it.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, how could you ever, I mean, you can't go anywhere from there. You know, the movie was kind of long, it was a couple hours long, but guys, they really told a story here. They told a story really well. I mean, you knew every character by the time it was done. And all the characters you know from Robin Hood, like Little John and Friar Tuck and Robin Maid Marian.
Exactly. You know, they were all introduced at the very beginning of the movie.
It was a very serious movie. A really well done movie. Now, I think what we're doing is we're actually going to show a trailer.
That sounds good. Let's see the trailer.
Show a trailer on it. And before we do it, let's rate the movie. Now we'll go 1 to 5. Okay. I'm giving it a 5.
A 5?
I'm giving it a 5 because I might watch this movie again.
You know, the reason why I'm going to give it a 4 is just because I really think the marketing really should have been a little bit better and more told that it was going to be the beginning of Robin Hood.
So we're going to we'll give it a 4 3/4. Thanks to Jim for my 5. We're going to show the trailer. So that means I'm Steve Samblis.
And I'm Jim Robinson.
And we will see you
after the movies.
After the movies.
You there! Move aside!
Your next move will be your last.
I demand to know who you are!
We are men of the hood. Merry now at your expense.
The crown is owed money at home.
I'll have the merchants and landowners fill your coffers. Or their coffins.
And I pray for a miracle.
Robin Hood is based with a fundamental notion of fairness, when fair is not being displayed.
In the name of King John, pay or burn.
His reaction would be to step in.
That's something that we need to do.
We're common archers, Robin.
The laws of this land enslave people to its king. A king who offers nothing in return.
Over the course of the story, he begins to realize who he is and see his own destiny has overtaken him.
Rise and rise again, until lambs become lions.
And he has enjoined in something much larger than he thought it was.
What would you have? Castle for every man.
What we would ask is liberty. Liberty by law. Are you ready to be who you are? Yes.
He really was a crusader for the people, a fighter for the people, a representative of the people.
Empower every man.
as many men as you need.
It's a gigantic story. It will take you to a different time period. It is a fully immersive experience when that last frame of the movie comes up on screen. That little voice inside you goes, please don't stop.